overflow now. That is the most terrifying thing I've ever done. Holy crap.
Yo, dude, listen, we're here, Laguna Seca. I've come here for one reason and one reason only. I want that entry. I want to throw the car into the corner as fast and as hard as I can. I want backies. I want gnarliness. I've been watching videos of everybody drive this. Matt Kaufman, huge shout out to the pioneer of the first corner. Palmer, huge shout out to the backy king of the first corner. I want in, boys. I want a piece of this. I literally came here just for that corner. Nothing else. Everybody's talking about the corkscrew. Everybody's talking about all this other stuff. I want that. I want that initiation. But we have issues. We have issues with the EWP, which if you guys don't know, it's electric water pump. Matt Field put me onto them. Mine just broke this week, so I called Matt and I'm like, yo, dude, I need a water pump. Do you have one? Of course, he does because he's a prepared man, unlike me. Already has a Deutsch connector. This one's better because it's black instead of silver, so it looks sicker. But we're gonna swap it out, rebleed the cooling system, hit the track. Nothing like some mineral water for your cooling system. This definitely does not help the water pump at all. But fear not, boys, we're gonna be redoing the whole cooling system on this because there's pretty high chances that we're getting a new motor for the Pro car. All 6, dog. She needs help with the gas pedal. Look at all the air coming out. Lead her off. There's pretty much just a bunch of air in the cooling system because we just took the water pump off. And so what we do is the 2 high points are the motor and the reservoir in the rear. And so we're bleeding off the air out of the front end and we're also bleeding off the air in the rear end while trying to fill it all up with water. Once it's bled, it'll self-bleed properly, but it needs to get the air out first. Now we're gonna seal up the system. It's got plenty of water in it now. Let it build some pressure, and then we'll come back and visit it maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. We'll just crack it back open, see if any air comes out, and if it does, we'll keep flushing. But for now, let it build pressure. It's dropping pretty fast in temp right now. They got up to 170 something, 2 or 3. And now it's back down to 164, 163. So we're headed in the right direction. So now we'll just check it for a little bit more air. She's still not there pressure-wise, so it needs to go up in temp. So we'll let it idle, add fuel to it, do all that stuff. But look at this is pretty sick. Let me show you something cool. I'm a wizard, dude. Put some gas in it. Now she's running off water naturally just by filling it, which is exactly what we want. So I would say cooling system bleed successful. She's full of gas, she's full of water. Now the next step is driver's meeting.
Damn, look at us, Mikey Diaz coming up in the world. Just 2 scrubs.
Gets a windshield banner. I'm pro now. Come here, Gary, help me. Don't let it touch the windshield.
Hold it up a little bit more.
Okay, so see this old greasy line?
Yeah.
That's where we're going, the very bottom of that.
Okay. That's where you want it?
Yeah.
Ooh. First try.
Okay.
First try. Let's go, Mikey Diaz.
Don't touch anything. Can you find me a razor blade?
A razor blade?
A razor blado?
Let me ask.
What up, homie? Good to see you, man.
How you been?
Pretty good, man.
Yeah?
Driving soon?
Yeah, I want to drive today.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna be driving tomorrow.
Are you?
Yeah, I'll drive tomorrow.
Did you bring the Skyline?
I will be.
R34?
Yeah.
Yeah, sick. Hey, you started getting that thing dialed at the World Tour.
At the end, but it's honestly, I got the scary part over, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm leaving.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
I got the scary part over. Fucking up in front of everybody watching you live. It only goes up from there, you know?
Dude.
It does?
It gets worse. Then they comment you can't drive, and then when they actually see you can drive, it's just like, you're not driving like in the show.
Yeah, but Randy has like good fans though. His fans aren't gonna hate him.
I'll see y'all later. We'll be back.
There it is.
Yes, sir.
You guys don't know this, but Gary always ends conversations with "Stay black." Like he'll be like, "Hey Gary, where are you at? Oh, I'm on this. Okay, cool. I'll see you in a bit." And he goes, "All right, am I gonna do stay black?" Every time.
When I mean stay black, it means stay true to who you are. That's all.
Is that really what that means?
That's what I mean by it.
I'm gonna put that on the shirt.
Stay black.
Stay black.
Hey, stay black.
Hold fast.
Hold. No, we need a
What the
reboot.
what?
We need the cosmic. Gap.
You did like a weird thing.
Ooh.
That was all right.
It's like-
Maybe later. The time has come, boys. Either man up or don't. Let's go drive.
If you remember, throw the gangle. I don't care if I get famous. I'ma still be out here banging, just that banger, staying danger. If you remember, throw the gangle. I don't care if I get famous. I'ma still be out here banging, just that banger, staying danger. Did a CAT scan at the doctors? They say I got money on my brain. Got some lungs filled up with weed in my bladder filled up with drink. They say, yo, T-Will your ass stink. Cause I walk in smelling like dank. Call my Ground Johnson, the AK Drake. I'ma shut down the engine and scratch on the paint. I'll see you sound like Kevin Gates to the baby. These fools ain't got no flow like me.
Come here, come here, come here.
Why your roof falling off?
Come here. So I've never driven the car.
Apex to the lady.
Hey, we're down the front. Don't push the front. The front's good.
Scooted away.
I've never driven the car that fast for that long. So all the air pressure buildup that was going in here broke through the weak spot, which is the roof. So come look at this. What I have in here typically are these factory BMW bolts, because when you skin the roof, these are a part of it. But the washer's not very big, so it's barely holding on to any of the fiberglass, along with the rubber seal that was in here.
You might have to ratchet strap your roof down.
Nah, dog. I'm gonna cut this license plate up.
And then do what?
Win some, lose none. We ain't losing today.
I mean, it's not a.
I won some, I'm learning some.
I think I could drive this.
So, no. Oh, the track? Yeah, I thought you meant the car. I was like, no, I'm not letting you drive my car.
Well, I'll tell you what. Last year he ran.
So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna cut up corners of this, drill that hole out a little bit bigger, and try to use it as a washer to hold the roof down. So we'll do all four corners. Hopefully it's enough. Probably throw some stickers over this, some Hoonigan stuff to help hold it a little bit, maybe. I don't know, probably not gonna work, but hey, let's cut it up. Let's go see. Watch your step.
Well, you come out to California. That 139 too.
Anthony gave me everything that I need for sockets with no sockets. Freaking guy.
Also got a red 350
All right, we're making some progress.
Actually, 424, and that Corvette's heavy. And so, you know, by the
Appreciate it, Tony.
Today. I know we got more cars in there today.
He left.
Don't throw that at me.
There's a better job.
It's Silicon Valley's long legacy, right?
Don't say sorry to me, say sorry to them.
With 2 times more zinc than the industry standard.
Extra
In your
precaution.
you get to go play. Gives you a couple opportunities.
It should work.
As you said, anytime you can run.
I don't
right
see
now
why
and
it
not
wouldn't,
run for the rest of the weekend,
right?
except for the podium sprint. You can overstep that level.
Just reconnected the sway bar. Got to loosen up the car quite a bit. The track's gnarly, dude. The corkscrew has a ton of elevation change. It's pretty rowdy, and with the car being as gripped up as it is, it's just not a good setup for this layout. So I reconnected the sway bar. Sway bar's hooked back up in the rear. The sway bar in the rear makes quite a bit of difference when we're driving like the local tracks, but when we drive something like Grange or something really small, we take the bar out of the car, then you can drive it a lot more aggressive. Horse Thief, Grange, Balcony, all those tracks, you don't really need a bar for it, but something like this where you're going higher speeds and you need to loosen up the car, rear bar is going to be a big help. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to keep the GT radials at the same pressure. We're running 20 pounds right now, so I'm not going to change the pressure. I'm just going to put a fresh set on. Huge thank you to Mike over at GT Radio for getting us set up for the weekend. Dude, we wouldn't be here without you, dude. Appreciate you, bro.
The slowest of the three classes as far as our...
So essentially what we're trying to do is just make the car more floaty. You really don't want to have a car that you're having to fight and battle. You're already battling, keeping the thing together, other drivers, the track. It all adds up. This can bite you in the butt if you go too loose. Then now you're really having to manage your angle to try to keep up with the homies, and it becomes a new style of fight. You don't want to be so slow that you're having to cut out angle to keep up with your friends, but you also don't want to be too gripped up that you're having to overutilize and make corrections behind them. There's a balance somewhere, and that's what we do. We come to the track and we try to find it. There she is. What's interesting is that these aren't far from what the other side was, so the rear end's stuck together because the diff has a spool in it, so both the wheels spin the same speed all the time, which makes it easier to drift. Most of you guys know that. That's why we go in welder diffs, or we get differentials with spools in them. What's funny is that these two flat spots are in almost the same exact location as the other flat spots, which means that it probably happened on somewhat of a straightaway. Now, what's the point of arguing flat spots and all that crap? Well, the reason you really want to find your setup, sorry, I didn't mean to get so loud there. The reason you really want to find your setup is because tires aren't cheap. Tires aren't cheap, track days aren't cheap. You don't want to be just wasting tires. For instance, that big flat spot on that tire, although the tire's still good, that one spot is obviously way more worn than the rest of the tire. So if I go out and start driving, I'll probably get 2 or 3 corners in, and one spot of the tire is going to be on cords, and the rest of it's going to be still pretty decent. Try to set up the car and the driving style, really, because that's a big factor of it. Try to set all that up in order to consume the tire completely and waste nothing. All right, let's put gas in it. Toma.
Hey, I just went by the watch with a whole lot of diamonds to show all these niggas it's my time. Took a trip out to Cali to hang with the cliques, make a play and get high off that Zaza. I say R.I.P. Kobe, a nigga so fly when I ball out, fuck around skydive. So much chicken on me, could've went by the Williams, the Rudy's, a big ass Popeye. In a whole different bracket, this life is immaculate. If you hit me for bows, then you know that I'm taxing. Keep buying cause that shit's still in the package.
I told that man, hey, you should take that roof off. He's like, nah, man, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna fix it real quick with stickers and a license plate frame. And sure enough, as I am black, that roof fell off faster than my dad on a crack bench. Poor roof, and it's funny, watching people kick it off to the side, but then it just stayed there. That man, roof fell off, and Matt Kaufman went into the dirt because of him, blew his whole body kit up. Get your shit straight, Micah Diaz. Look, it looked harder without the roof. Look at it.
I mean, in theory, it worked, okay? Hear me out. The fiberglass, a lot went wrong, but it's okay. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? So, the washers failed. When I first looked at this, these washers were bent up like that. So my aluminum just couldn't hold. But like, the good news is, there's not really any good news, dude. It kind of all just sucks. Did my roll cage padding fall off? Dude, it's been 4 years of beating the hell out of this car, and it's time to like really invest some time in putting it back together. Holy.
What's this on the ground right here?
Oh, this is my front bumper. It was my front bumper. I need another one. I'm gonna spend the evening on Amazon. I also need a windshield. Look, all in all, dude, for going bad, it went pretty good. We were cooking. I had Aaron with me in the car from Radium, does all my fuel system stuff. And, you know, I looked over at him and I was like, are you good for like an entry? And he was all, yeah, we're good. So we tried to do the entry, come flying over the crest. You could see us in the car get really light. And then I hooked the car sideways, which I did it way too sideways, but I hooked the car sideways, and then the roof just peeled off. It just, off into nowhere land. So now, what are you laughing at, dude? Where's your roof? That's right, you don't have one. Anyways, point is, for going bad, it went pretty good. Aaron was stoked. He said he'll never forget it, which is good, because guess what, bud? I need a lot more fuel system parts. We're building a lot of cars in the channel. But yeah, it could have been way worse. Actually went pretty good. Hood stayed on, bumper fell off, roof ripped off, the rear bumper ripped off, but I got it back and I'm gonna zip tie it on. I think the back just like drooped off the bar. It probably was just taking in a bunch of wind. Drooped off the back and then just eventually the bumper pins released it and let it go. So yeah, she needs some love, dude. She needs love. Day 2, Grid Life Laguna Seca. Look, dude, this track surprised the hell out of me. It really did. The amount of grip that's out there. It's weird, usually on like road courses, there's not that much grip. Like, I don't know. I haven't had a lot of good experience with like going on tracks with my drift car. They tend to feel pretty loose. I think the one thing that we have going for this layout is that there's a lot of banks and offset corners, and so the car was super gripped up yesterday because I'm so used to driving such flat tracks. But with all these banks and curves and all this gnarly stuff out here, like the car just grips and shoots to the inside. I'm trying to figure out how to like exactly loosen up the car in a way that doesn't compromise the grip, if that makes any sense. I don't want to loosen it up to the point where now I don't feel like I have control over it. The car's so loose that like I feel like I'm gonna spin or I'm gonna have some type of stupid issue that could have been avoided. But I think we're getting there. Most of the adjustments we made yesterday were really good. Today we gotta pick up the tire pressure. We'll go from 15 to like, or we're at 20. So I'll probably just jump straight to 30 and then come down from there. The roof also, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I think I might just take it off and we're just gonna be convertible for the day because I don't want it to come off and cause a problem out there on the track for everybody else. So the roof's probably gonna come off. And I'm gonna add some zip ties to the rear bumper. The way we have it set up is great for like a fiberglass bumper, but because it's the plastic BMW bumper with no structure in it, it just like folds and falls off the rear bar, so whatever. Bunch of stuff to redo. This is kind of cool though because it's put me in a position of like revamping the entire car. So we wanna go for a whole new look and redo a bunch of body, potentially a new body kit. We'll see what happens, but not everything that happens to you in life is bad. You can look at it as an opportunity. This is one of them. It's convertible. I might actually set the roof up to be detachable, like intentionally.
Oh, so like have your quick things in there?
Yeah. Hey, look at this. Just for all you fools who get your cages done at stupid places where they don't weld the entire top tube. Look at that. Look at that right there. That's right. That's right. Welded.
Hold fast steering wheel, the official sponsor of the Anytime program.
We can do an anytime wheel. You want an anytime wheel? We can make an anytime wheel. I'll gladly make you an anytime wheel.
I'll gladly do it.
Okay.
Buy it and let it sit. If I'm going to invest that kind of money, I want to be able to wheel this thing around.
Hey, bitch, I'm from Texas, where we should ride the swangers and put dollars in our niggas. For drinking out my lemonade till it look like a bitch. See, I come from the deep where we got shades and we be flexing. If you ain't from my state, then you should know don't book the tickets. Hey, we always strapped, we keep our weapons. My mama from the A, she slowed it down for me at 7. Used to think Pepsi was a god before he went to heaven. I knew what Pusha P was before Gunna even said it. Hey, she zero taught me keep my weapon and never trust a nigga or a bitch cause it's expected.
FCP Euro boys said we can go for a ride. So why not? Let's go for a ride. Dimitri Brunsky, if you guys don't know him, he's a two-time Formula Drift Pro Spec champion. He has been piloting this thing all weekend. We got the opportunity. So there he is. No, it's not mine. Dimitri's gonna be giving us a ride in the, what is this with an LS and a supercharger. And it's gonna be crazy. So, I got my belt tight, my helmet tighter, ready to go.
This song made me bop a little. You know, yo, I make that let me tell you bop. Push up looking sporty with this 40 and make his face blow. But I'm beating nothing. Got me screaming. I'm Southside still the chicken in the section. If they got a problem with me, I'm ready for beef. I'm ready to eat. I got hustle if y'all want it. I got things. I gotta get on my chest. I got people that's wanting me dead, but they know I'm exchanging the lead. Not JFK, get them hit all day. Leave them dead boys light up a couple of purple wine bullets. Like I'm dirty K, I'm from dirty night. What we do? Wait, no, I ain't here to play. I'm here to catch play. I might just hit his thing and knock out his brain. I'ma count up on the mill, then I count another mill again. Spin around your block and then I spin around your block. I'ma knock that little down and then I knock that little down again. Take it right back to the trap and guess what? Cause I knocked it down again.
I knock your brains out. I'm picking, smoking, I'm on my miskin. I plug you in for the low. So if you need it, I got it. And if it's clean, I'ma cop it. And when I need my I call your cause you rock. Can't catch a play over body. Either way, I'm about it. I ain't tripping what you saying, just don't come out of pocket. Find my case for complete. Smoking 20-foot G. I only like expensive, man, I don't smoke cheap. Chain cheap, I mean the stacks out.
Oh my god!
That's fucking sick.
Dude, that is the most terrifying thing I've ever done. I don't think I've been more sketched out in a car than that. Holy crap! Dude! That was terrifying. I'm actually scared.
Well, yeah, you got all the momentum back there.
Yeah, I'm not going again.
Go back in. What do you mean?
Gary, you want to go?
Professional.
I know he's a professional.
Professional. Buy a helmet.
Okay, here. Dude, hell no. Holy crap. I told you. You scared the hell out of me. Dude, when you dropped the tire, I was like, oh no, this isn't good. And then you're all, yeah, stayed in it. I was like, yeah, he knows.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy.
Oh my god, dude.
I got good footage.
That was terrifying. All right, Gary. You just went up like 100 pounds at least.
I know. We should have put him in the front, but that's okay.
Good luck.
This underneath. Sorry. Hey, let's go.
It says Midget's driving scary. Yeah. Oh my god. We came out of the corkscrew. Corkscrew is fine.
Yes.
But the long left-hander,
Yes.
I'm like, this thing is gonna roll if we drop a tire.
Yeah, but he is like, you know,
He's good.
Yeah,
He stayed in it, and then we went wide on the exit. I think whatever you corkscrew left, and then the right-hander. Dude, I was like, we're going off, and we dropped the tire, and he just matted it. Like, across the dirt. I was like, oh, I was so scared. Terrified.
Okay, he's a good driver.
He's a great driver. This track is just sketchy.
Yes.
It's not.
It's
not him.
like this.
In
Yeah.
that car on this track, there's a lot of weight moving around.
I know, but he's trying to push too hard. Like, it can dial a bit, but it's
He
okay.
did it.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
It was great. It's phenomenal. Thank
And
you.
the car's surviving.
Yes, dude. Thank you. Thank you for letting me go. That was awesome. Here they are. They're back. How was that?
Micah, I need a fucking cage in my car. I need a cage. Nah. I'm sitting here taking notes like, all right.
How was that?
amazing.
It was moving.
Everything I needed and more.
Dude, this guy scared the crap out of me.
Low key, cause I'm like, yo, bro, what are you doing?
Dude,
I thought you scared me. No, man.
no,
I was
terrified.
I definitely was like, yo, this is different.
Yeah.
This is a fast. This ain't Apple Valley.
No, this track is fast.
What's? Hey, no more spectating, bro. No more spectating. The sole reason I needed a ride is so I knew the layout and the formula.
Okay.
Bro, man, I got a lot more to go. Man Manji, the whole fucking from the corner 3 to the sound bar, to the sound box. He was just moving. I'm like, okay, here. Manji or
yeah.
Next step, Keeper Reed was in front of us. The smoke show. You know what? Now I understand the competitive drifting. I talk a lot of shit to the hot pit drivers.
Yeah.
I talk a lot of shit to you guys.
Yeah.
But after like getting smoked out, I can understand why you get left behind. I can understand. So, Dimitri, very much respect.
You like that when you blinded? You didn't know where you're going?
I
Like,
didn't.
what?
I felt like I was like, Mama. I felt like I was back at the Bernie. Daddy, I don't know you. They don't know. Their time is numbered. That's the worst thing you could have gave me.
You're gonna take him?
They gave me the formula.
Oh.
They gave me the
Krabby Patty formula.
I'm sitting here, okay, don't hit rumble strips. Like don't hit the red and whites, because those brrr, you hit them, it felt like, okay,
Yeah.
bad. Don't do that.
Okay.
Just keep it in the lines.
Okay.
I know I could do it right now. Like right now, as I breathe and stand,
You're
I
hyped.
can't link like how he linked it, but I can do, like the corkscrew, I got that.
You think you got the corkscrew?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a zoom.
So what's the plan? You're gonna get a cage in your car? Or
Yeah,
what?
I think you know what?
What are you doing?
So, short story, Matt and I did. Short. We didn't want to put a cage in the car because I know how I am mentally. I want to start tandeming, but I understand if I put a cage in the car, then it will give me access to stuff like this.
Yo, day 2, pretty much wrapped. Dimitri Brunski's a nutcase. I'm not interested in riding in that anymore.
No.
No, he did 1 lap. We came back in the pits, and then we were supposed to do a swap with just the homegirl that was with us for Alexis, Carl's wife. And I was like, hell no, I'm out of here. I jumped out. I was like, Gary, you want to go for a ride?
Yeah.
This man jumped in,
Amazing.
and this dude's hyped.
Sensational. I need a cage.
Yeah, the party car is just insane. The 4 seats is so sick. I'm so hyped. I really, really, really want to get the Chaser done. Like after the 36 is wrapped, I kind of really want to pull the Chaser in. I have to do the 240, but Chaser, potentially. Like I can start the Chaser. I can start caging it. I can start doing all the fabrication, because that's what's going to take forever. And then eventually just slap an LS in it or something.
So are you saying I should get my Mark II and then we do something?
Yeah. A little shake
And bake.
and bake. We've had
Investors.
possibly you. We've had a shake and bake. That's a different movie.
Yeah.
We've had a shake and bake idea for probably a year now.
A year plus.
A year plus now, and it's been hell to get it approved. And I think we just need to go do it ourselves.
Yeah. Just know if you see Micah Diaz and I cooking and booking,
Chaser, Mark II.
the Mark II.
It's been rad. Look it's time. If you guys don't know about Grid Life, obviously there's a lot of driving happening, but right now, festival starts.
It's time to party.
Disco, disco!